Okay, hey gang, Ken here. I'm a website designer working with coaches. And in this video, I'm going to look at PeterAttiaMD.com, Peter Attia's website. Peter Attia, I've followed his work for many years. He's in the health space. Longevity is a big thing for him. And he's done a lot of stuff, a lot of podcasts, some great conversations, great content. And over the years, I've always checked back on his website because I love the design for his stuff. And so in this video, I'm going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes just running through it, things that I like about it, how it would relate to your coaching business, content stuff, visual design stuff, technology stuff, anything that comes to mind. I've been building websites for over 20 years. Over 15 of those years, especially with coaches, like 99% of my clients are coaches and they're all around the world. So I haven't been at it for a while. Um, I've gotten into a lot of aspects of websites. Ultimately, your website should be a tool that helps build your credibility. When clients come to it, they're drawn in and want to engage with your material and ultimately become your client or buy something from you, coaching program, something like that. So as a coach, it's meant to help you grow your business, and tends to be a big marketing element component for most coaches. Okay, so let me go through a site and tell you stuff I like and how that applies to coaching, etc., etc. So let me start with the impact or my reaction when I first come to the homepage. Peter has a lot of content. He has a membership site for people who want to get special information, also join like question and answers, get closer to Peter Attia. One concept in as you grow your coaching business in sales and marketing is that people pay more for more access to you as a coach. So obviously the one-on-one private coaching would be the highest ticket item that you'd be selling. Maybe if you sold, for many coaches, that's plenty. Just keeping one-on-one list of clients full. And for many new coaches, that's a great starting goal. Just fill up on clients. Um, so yeah, just let me just start with the initial impact when I first landed his website. And so this is the first impression you get when you come to a website. And it's very important that when you come to a website, you can figure out what it is, um, why you should be there. Is it for you? Where to begin? You really should be able to get your bearings in seconds. So here we got, it says Peter Attia. You have a free guide you can get from him right away, which I love. I love giving away free stuff or giving people a free download checklist, a guide, or something. I love that as something that should be prominent because it helps people who download this will trade their email for it, and then that enables you, the coach, um, to grow the relationship, to be proactive, and to have control over the relationship. So I like thinking of a coach's website as a platform. Sure, you can come to a coach's website and read about it and like, okay, get in touch. I want to hire the coach, um, or at least explore working together. But if you can get people onto your email list and use your email list as your sort of keep in touch strategy, your um, yeah, just basically a way that you can proactively grow the relationship. I think that's a great step. Um, making your website a platform. Sure, it has information, maybe articles and maybe blogs they can comment on, or and for many new coaches, probably not a membership site. But getting on email is a great, easy first step. So you should make it, inviting, valuable. Give something away free is a good move. So yep, it says Peter Attia. His name is there. His name is in the logo. His name is in the domain name, and there's his face. And I know who he is. So if you didn't know him, then you would probably assume that that is him. He's done a lot of podcasts. That's kind of the main component of his marketing, of his he's growing his business. He loves having these conversations with interesting people. And so he's a person interested in other people, and he's done a lot of stuff, and he has a lot to say. He's got a big smile on his face, and he's a pretty deep thinker, serious person. So it's good to see a smile. I think maybe smile isn't his modus operandus, but maybe it is more over the years. He maybe get more like that. So here he is on a podcast, white shirt, and the whole background here is just basic. It's like it's a conversation studio. And I think he has just a t-shirt. He's trying to give off this relaxed vibe, which I think is cool. I do that with my stuff too because I'm, you know, pretty easygoing. Um, yeah, again, we're just still on the home page. So there's a lot just when you first land here. The menu at the top is really obvious where it is, so that's good. Free guide. It says here, free guide there. I get an introductory guide to longevity, 100% free. And down below, there's this green thing that seems new, free longevity guide. So he really, making that his intent to get you this guide. I think I downloaded it maybe a year or two ago. I don't remember. Been a while. Um, his menu is obviously located. The logo isn't anything flash, isn't anything gigantic, isn't like a big work of art. A lot of new coaches make a big deal out of their logo, and it's cool and all to have a fancy logo, but just don't make it take up the entire screen. Again, you can see his website is very focused on get this guide, and the second next thing is become a member. So this become a member button is not as pronounced. So it's something you kind of learn after in this podcast, he promotes become a member. I'll click on that and it goes to the membership page somewhere. So here's premium access, exclusive content. He lists it out here, monthly, annual, and that's cool. And he talks about it. Um, right. So this is selling that membership. I debated joining that at one point, but I never did. So here he goes. He has his newsletter. So he has stuff going out by email, weekly newsletter, premium articles. So yeah, I guess there's a list of articles on the website. So this is a bit of an advanced menu, and for many new coaches, this is beyond what you'll be doing. But explore topics. So he has all kinds of topics. He's been at this for years. He has a book. I guess this is his. I remember seeing. I forgot what it was. Here's about page. It really expands on a lot. It's quite a bit of information here. I don't know what early is. Patience. I don't know. I guess he has patience. They go here. Early. I don't know. But whatever. This is his homepage. This is what happens when you arrive at it, and it's. I love it. I love the. Yeah. Good. So I hope that's giving you ideas. I definitely love when a coach has their. Well, he's not a coach, but he is selling himself, his wisdom, his experience, he is the brand, and for most coaches, that's going to be the case as well. Unless you're running a little coaching group or organization or a little business that you have a team of coaches, even then, I would still have the team of coaches maybe up front because people work with you because of you, not because of maybe a brand you try to make that's outside of you as a coach. Unless you're working like at Better Up, you're a coach for Better Up. Better Up is selling Better Up, or like Numi is selling the directory of coaches. But for most of you, it's going to be, and the people that I work with and that I'm talking to are going to be, you're promoting yourself as a coach. So, where to get started? Get the free guide, become a member. I would love it if I could see some of this stuff below kind of peeking up so that I know that there's more on the page. But it also, these days, I think we instinctually know that there's stuff. We just have this scroll habit, or maybe it's just me. No, but you expect to see more, and all the stuff is here. And you probably didn't search to arrive at Peter's site. You probably caught him on a podcast. So that's something they factor in too. Is that when you have your website, you're going to probably have some sort of visibility strategy in where you're going. There's be some bigger picture plan for how people will get to your website most likely. Like for me, I do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn, and I do have articles and search engine that I get found on search engines. So I know people coming to my articles first. So they're going to land on some of my blog pages. But if they're coming from LinkedIn, they often come to my homepage, and then I engage with them from there. So it's good to know where people are coming from, so you can consider that as people land on your homepage. But a homepage also should be a place where you can always go back to and start if you get lost. So great. He's not looking straight at me. That's cool. It feels candid, real, like you caught him off guard or something. Not off guard, but you caught him in the middle of something. That's great and all. He's got a few tech gadgets. This is an Aura ring, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so I'm going to scroll down. So this is the home page. And the way I think of home pages, I like them being kind of like lead-ins, like the lead into different sections of the website. So if I go down here, optimize your health and longevity, begin your journey by selecting a topic. So here you can start to learn things: exercise, nutrition, sleep. I'm pretty sure these are his topics. Maybe a subset of them: cancer. So I go here, sleep, just search all content. So here's a little search thing. So the lead-in. So here's another lead-in. Start here: longevity 101, understanding, improving your metabolic health. So I think he pulled all his material in around the idea of longevity. He talks about living longer, but also living healthier. Health span is a word he uses, but he didn't say that much on here. I think the idea of, I think at one point in the past he had the word health span on there, which I think nobody really knows what that means unless you kind of listen to him. So I like that it's very simple here. I blab on, but up the homepage, I'm going to scroll here, and what I like to see is lead-ins to various things. Now, in your website, being maybe a new coach, you might not have as many things that you would lead into. Like maybe you have an about me page. Like here's um, about Peter. Okay, so this is actually complete. It doesn't lead into another page, but for you, you can have about you, maybe a paragraph or two, and then a link to your full about page. There are a lot of pictures of Peter on here. There, obviously, all of these places he'll be. He's here, and he's not the kind of person that and neither am I. My person that wants to see my face everywhere. But the thing is, it's a weird thing because I'm very happy to see it. I don't feel like it's in my face. It just feels like I'm with him. He's doing a podcast. He's looking and having a conversation. He's teaching something, right? So, um, seeing him everywhere is cool, but it's not like him trying to do selfies everywhere. So he's here. This is his personality. Yeah, lifespan, health span. So it's good stuff. If you're into health stuff, he has. Yeah, I like the stuff he talks about. Here's his book. So here's a lead-in to a book. Now, if I go to buy now, it's probably on Amazon. Oh no, he has a special page for it. Here's an outlet. Times bestseller. It doesn't look like a book here, which is a bit weird. Um, I'd rather it appear like a book, but it's really awesome. This color in the background. Oh, you can buy it all these places, Amazon. I mean, it's implied enough book. Um, so anyway, so he has a page talking about the book. Purchase a signed book plate copy, special copy, and testimonials. So lead-ins. So when you think about your homepage, think about lead-ins, leading into different sections of your site. Um, you'll see some of my sites. If a coach is very new, there isn't a lot to lead into. So sometimes I'll put just kind of like a positioning statement, just talking about how the coach fits into the world. So sometimes you'll see on my designs, I have kind of like a 2 or 3 screen kind of written little write up. Okay, so that's something I could talk about another day. But here again, lead in is kind of what you want to think of. Here's something teaching one of his concepts. This is not leading anywhere, but it is teaching something. So you lead in, you're led into this video. Teaches that thing, which is cool. The podcast. He has explore episodes. This will probably take me to a place, the podcast. Talks about the podcast episodes. Here's his membership, exclusive content. Um, Again, homepage lead into stuff. Here's a list of some blogs or articles or content. So he provides a variety of content. Trending content is called it. So that's stuff that's, I guess, popular. So this is leading you into each of these. So lead in of content. So this is preview. It's premium access. Premium access. I guess every other one he looks like he's doing. So whatever. This one is an article, and I guess he wrote it. It might be based on a video he gave. But the topic is here: foot health, preventing and treating common injuries, blah blah blah. So if you're interested in foot health, you'll get that. You can read that article. Introducing early. Take the health and your patient to Peter Tia's medical practice kind of digital program early. So he has a special program early, how you will live a long and healthy life. Welcome to early. So whatever that is, I don't know. That seems a bit esoteric. So I don't really know what that is. It's not clear to me. Take the health journey of a patient in Peter Attia's medical practice. Okay, so you can early doesn't it's not clear to me what that is. That is a becoming a patient of his. Odd. So I have a bit of I will give a bit of a minus there. How you will live long, healthy life. Peter Attia is a team created early to answer this question. So this is an exclusive program. Peter will teach you how to navigate your own health journey so you can live the future you want. Welcome to early. What is early? So I guess video there, but you should be able to guess what it is without having to think too hard. I guess it's becoming his patient in some way or shape or form. Okay, so anyway, you can tell I'm a little bit confused by that. Okay, so anyway, so that's the homepage on Peter's site. When it comes to it glues together very well because he has his white T-shirt, he has his soft blue, and he has a lot of black. So here's white, black. Here's an off-white color. So it's just basically him. Often he wears these solid colors. Um, the design is consistent because it's not it's simple. It's text, some buttons, his face, and these round circular buttons and this color. This is some muted off blue. It's soft, it's subtle. Um, Beige and white are often common with what I call the sage brand archetype, which is usually kind of a mentor, a teacher, a guide. Um, so yeah, overall, there's sections here. Each section is clear. This section is about this video. This section is about the podcast. It's not too much stuff like overlapping or swinging or sliding or moving, which I generally like. Although I see websites where things move and slide a bit, and I think that's cool too. I think what you don't want to do is make things difficult. When things are difficult and confusing, that's where problems kick in. Sites should be easy, relevant, credible, and all that stuff. Always constant. Get my guide. So here again, here's an invitation to get the guide. I'm sure if I sign up for it, it'd be a nice experience. How that works. Good picture of Peter. Here's a footer section at the bottom of the site, which has quick links to stuff. Since he has so much stuff, sure, have this. If you don't have a lot of stuff, you know, you just a simple menu at the top would be fine. And so yeah, so I talked about some visual design elements. I talked about this email list thing. I talked about sections, homepage layout, um, and a little bit about offering. Should I talk about the tech stuff? A lot of websites for coaches, especially newer ones, the tech is not gonna be very heavy. Not really functionally crazy. Like membership sites can add some functionality, but you're probably mostly gonna have just an invitation to get on your email list and a way to either book a call or to get in touch for a call. Um, and that's about most of it. The free download can be easily delivered when they join your email list. Um, so your technology for you probably won't be too heavy on his site. I mean, everything's running smoothly. The pages load pretty quick. I'm on a hotel Wi-Fi, so I mean, everything seems fine and fast. You want to make sure your website does run fast. Don't be too afraid to have your face everywhere. I mean, I hesitate to do it, but I also know that it's good for the visitor to feel like they're with you. So maybe it's more a way of how you do it rather than doing it too much. Um, yeah. What else do I want to say? So visuals and technology. I mean, there's search functionality here too, so that's good. So let's see. Um, let's see. Exercise. Best exercise. I don't know. Risk of too much exercise. So there's something like that. Okay, so he has articles that pop up. This is a real nice delivery of content. Put the title in. There's a whole list of stuff here. His site does feel very easy to use, so I like that too. I also do like a lot of white space. So he has a lot of white space, and it's clear where sections begin and end. That's kind of a layout thing. What else can I touch on? Visuals, content, and let's go to his about page. Peter Attia. Blah, blah. He's the host of the drive. Okay, so he's just pointing out, listing out things who he is. His story. Is his story here? Here's a short version of his story. Um, that's cool. I know a lot of coaches like to write their hero's journey. I think that's good too. But you should definitely highlight your most credible, best stuff. I think it is good to know where you live so that people can ground, can know that you exist somewhere, licensed. That's cool. Media, speaking, disclosures, lots of credibility there. Okay, anyway, so I think I might just stop there. Let me just check with myself if there's anything else that I think is cool to mention here. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it. Yeah. So if you're a coach and you want to have this professional vibe about you, this could be a site you want to mimic. Um, yeah, take ideas what you can, take what you like, change things you don't like. I did on the section on the topic of strategy. He's just got a lot of content, so he's trying to get you to engage with it, join his list, and as you get to know him more, his membership invitation is more pronounced in his material. Um, yeah, it's good stuff, and maybe a bit over the top for the newer coach, but you can get a sense of look and feel, and um, what these how these pages should flow and how things should be presented. Contact. Let's see that. Contact. Medical advice. I want to respond to requests for medical advice. He gets too many contacts. Speaking inquiries. Direct message PETA. But if you feel especially compelled, contact funds. It's classy. He says, try not to message me. He simply can't. He can't get to all of them. But if you really feel compelled to contact me, use this. So maybe there's some special cases that it's good for him to know about. Um, yeah. All right. I hope you found this video helpful. Maybe post down below what aspects you like, or if you have questions about it. And I believe down in some of the content description below, I will put links to other articles like brand archetypes, maybe some other website reviews. And again, my name is Kenn Schroder. I'm a website designer for coaches. I will post this video on YouTube and share it with people on my email list. So if you could like and subscribe, you get more good stuff to help you grow your coaching business, build your credibility, reach new clients, and create a sweet coaching practice. All right. Until soon.